everybody, thanks for tuning into YAA Workshop. Today's video is going to be about my P229 Elite Dark. I've had done some other videos with it, but the task for this range trip was to get out the little hex head screwdrivers, wrenches, and loosen this up and try to adjust the windage and also the elevation. So got the manual out and found that if you move this 0.02 inches, that equates to 3 inches of movement of your group at 25 yards. So I went to try that out, took my micrometer with me and a whole set of drill bits for a I guess one of those small kits that you use for security devices, and it's got a lot of miscellaneous bits, as well as, you know, standard hex heads and Torx bits. All right, check it out. So this is at an intermediate distance, probably 12-15 yards, and I can tell it's off to the left, and I think I bumped it back to the 25 yards, and I think I was so far left I was hitting, you know, around the shoulder or something like that, and then I decided I better get some blocks and shoot from a rest, and I ran it out to 25 yards, and then I had that small group on the left and pointing out. So after the adjustment, I was able to move the group just a little bit to the right of the center line that I'm indicating. So I was looking for 3 inches, but it looks like I got maybe 3.5 to 4. So at this point, I wanted to see if I could get a shot in each one of the circles at 25 yards. Looks like I got 3 out of 5. I mean on the paper, not even all in the circles. So here I tried again. Looks like I got 2 in upper red circles, and at least 4 out of 5 on the paper. But I try to take better, well-aimed shots on this second time around. So on this one, I just decided to try to shoot at just one of the red circles in the middle. Took like 3 shots, and it looks like I was pretty well centered, but near the top of the circle. So I think here I made an elevation adjustment, and looks like I came lower, but the group's also kind of strung out from top to bottom. So here I try to drill just to shoot at the bottom targets, first on the left and then on the right, 3 rounds each. It's kind of funny. Each one, I think I was starting off with the double action pull, but each group had like a similar print on each target, although I think I only had the one double action pull in the beginning. So here I'm doing some slow fire to see what the group looks like with some well-aimed shots, probably around 10 yards. And I think you can see its group looks a little bit to the right, like I was kind of predicting from earlier. So now I'm done working with the sights, and I moved the target up to around 7 yards, and I was just shooting at the center of the target basically. And it looks like that did a drill with the top 2 targets, left and then right. And then the next target was me just shooting the center. All right, thanks for watching that. If you follow that the whole way through, it was interesting. At some point, I did one of those drills where I shoot it in more than one target, and I had this similar. Did one full double action trigger pull to get started, but then I'm aimed at the first sight, and then or first target, and then when I go to the second target, I guess I line up the sights, but when I try to do the rapid fire, then my grip moves and I do whatever the grips do when I shoot to the left, low and to the left. I had a card I shared on a post a long time ago. Like if you're shooting to the left, it's because you're letting go of the grip or something like that. If you're shooting to the right, maybe if you're a right-handed shooter, might mean that you're pulling the shots a certain way. So I think that's why I had a similar print between the 2 different targets. So the next step, if I choose to take it, is to try to possibly move these sights back left in something to achieve an inch or less. Probably don't want to go overboard, but I'd probably take the slide off and put it somewhere and be very careful how I use the micrometer to kind of figure out how much to move it and carefully put it there. But right now it's in pretty good shape. I mean, if I'm shooting a little to the right, if it's the sights are lined up to the right, and my natural tendency is to shoot a little to the left, it might balance it out. But that's kind of what would be left to do. Maybe fine tune the elevation, but also get more practice with that. I put a short out that kind of showed what I was doing with the digital calipers. I kept calling it a micrometer in the other short, but it's a digital caliper where the tail of the caliper can be used to kind of measure over to the side of the rear sight, with the rest of the caliper kind of resting on the flat of the slide, which I think is vertical. At the range, I was pretty sure it was vertical, but I don't got that carefully. I just kind of felt these slides were vertical, and I think it worked out okay.